Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. It's hard for me to believe Mike McCarthy, a guy, who went to college and basically, been around black people, well, for a while, doing the football thing, coaching. And I'm pretty sure he's aware of the history of negative symbolism that is attached to black people in the imagery. So it's kind of hard for me to believe once again, oh, he didn't know or he didn't think it was going to be offensive when people heard about it. Okay, we just, had this thing with Tank, and it was kind of funny. Tank and the gorilla thing. I wish some of these young brothers would take the time out to educate themselves and don't align themselves with things that symbolizes racism and disrespect towards black people. But Tank is still a young lad. He gonna learn. And it was kind of funny that the people that saw the T-shirt and the imagery, with Tank, was like, even the non-black was like, damn, man, that's kind of racist. And I'll say this much: I appreciate it, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna ether some of y'all who try to play these games. Once again, if you ain't part of the solution, then shut your fucking mouth. And I don't want your opinion. But nevertheless, in a game that the Cowboys ended up losing anyway, basically Mike McCarthy calls himself trying to fire up his team by putting a picture of one of his players on a pumpkin and smashing it. You know, of course he said he was paying homage to Gallagher. Yeah, okay. Well, at the same time, you might would want to do your research, and I'm pretty sure he did his research where one may think a reference and a preference with a watermelon with a black face on there is a racial symbolism. Now, I want to say something. Of course you're gonna have, people, the melanin mutants that's gonna come across voicing their opinion. Oh, well, I don't think it was racist, or, you guys are too sensitive, and and all that kind of stuff. Well, once again, my response to that is, who gives a fuck what you think? I wanna decode that terminology when white people try to, say that towards black people. Basically, what they're trying to do is to make you feel guilty about calling them out on their racism. It's reverse psychology. They never do that to anybody else. When Hispanics talk about immigration, they don't say, well, you guys are being too sensitive about, immigration. And then, when it comes to Jewish people in the Holocaust, they don't sit up there and say, you guys are being too sensitive about, the Holocaust, or, some of the tragic events that happen with Asian people. You Asians are being too sensitive. They only pull that shit with black people because they feel like they have this authoritative nature to tell us what we should be upset about and what not to be upset about. Once again, it's the because I'm white and I say so mentality that they have. To me, it's their conditioning to believe whatever they say directed towards us is the gospel. And some of us are made to think that, well, if a white man say it, then it's factual. If he say it isn't true, then it isn't true. But see, I don't think like that. But y'all need to stop being made to feel guilty about speaking up on stuff that may be deemed disrespectful to us. They just mad because they've been used to getting away with it. And now people are calling them out on it. So now, once again, they're trying their reverse psychology ways and their Jedi mind tricks. No, you guys should just be quiet. Don't say nothing. And if you non-black and black and had that approach about being sensitive or too emotional, fuck you too, coon. Because at the end of the day, we gotta take our respect back, and we gotta stop being made to feel like we can't speak out against certain things. You know, because nah, that's just not gonna fly. And I don't want to hear that Mike McCarthy didn't think it was gonna be any backlash. He should have known. But at the end of the day, this is the wrong time to be trying to pull this shit. where once again you had the NFL talked about they're against racism and all that kind of stuff. Well, here's the thing. I don't know whether in fact Mike McCarthy is a racist or not, but what he did had some racial symbolism attached to it. Come on, let's stop playing these damn games. Can we stop playing these damn games, white people? Coons, non-blacks. Could we stop playing these damn games? Could we please stop trying to play these games like I don't know what you're talking about. You do know what I'm talking about. Okay? You do. So just stop it. But once again, something attached to the Dallas Cowboys. But then again, look at Jerry Jones' history. So I'm not trying to hear this stuff about Mike McCarthy may have not known what he was doing. He know damn well what he was doing, but I think he tried to bring up the Gallagher thing as a front. Oh, I'll just say it was reference to Gallagher. Yeah, I know who Gallagher is. And actually it was two of them, to be honest with you, because he had a twin brother and he sold the act to his twin brother. So actually it was two of them, to be exact. Bet you didn't think I knew that, did you? Oh, I know who Gallagher is. Okay. And by the way, I never thought Gallagher's act was funny anyway to begin with. So, just, I'm just keeping it 100. Just keeping it 100. But, we already know people ain't going to speak out on this. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to speak out on Jerry Jones, of course. I'm one of the very few people that call certain things out. Because like I said, I told you certain people want to push, basically racism when it's convenient for them. They ignore it when it comes to certain issues or certain times. They want to pick and choose their spots when they want to talk about racism. So like I said, it is what it is though. But anyway, appreciate y'all taking the time out to listen. Just had to get that across. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the players themselves, we already know Jerry Jones be having them dudes sitting on, pins and needles. Because he punked the whole squad a few years ago when he said, anybody stand up, take a knee for the national anthem, you're going to get cut. So, that's why people call him Massa Jones. But, it is what it is. It's Boy Town Biz. I'm out.